Hey peeps, how you doing? Hello again. It's another stream. Yes, it is an afternoon stream. Well, it's an evening stream for me, Rem. I'm just quickly doing a tweet. I'm a little bit behind schedule. A little weedy bit behind schedule because I just had my dinner, but it took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. So let me just send this quick tweet out to say that I'm live. And I will be working, doing some more on the PZ, on the back to the seal habitat. Was there a stream this morning? Time is a lie, and I have a 0. Yes, there was a stream. There was 2. This is the second stream, second stream of the day. So yeah, there was one. There was one at 2. So there was one like 3 hours ago. I finished one like 3 hours ago. This is the second one of the day. Right, let's just do that. Sorry. I'm incredibly disorganized. How you doing, Lindsay? Let me just quickly do this as well. Right, okay, we are all good. I think we are all good. Right, so the episode for tomorrow, the Planet Zoo episode for tomorrow is all ready and it is gone. It's uploaded. I need to do some stuff with it, but like make the thumbnail, but pretty much that's it. So what we're going to watch now is actually going to be episode 3. Work that's going to be done on episode 3. The last stream, as I said, after the last stream, I lost a bunch of work. I actually watched the footage back, and annoyingly, in the stream, I went over to the community zoo, and then in the stream saved over the progress that I had just made in the seal habitat with the community zoo. So that was somewhat annoying. So I lost a bit of work. Well, I lost all of the work from the last stream, but I have kind of come back to, I've got it back to where we were. That will kick in a second. Come on. Oh, maybe it won't actually because it's set on the other game. Hold on 1 second. I think that must be still set on that other game. Yes, it is. Okay, right. So yeah, so I basically got back to almost where we were. We're still missing the roof, but I have done some further additions. So I have done this little kind of backstage kind of separation pool, which I think kind of turned out all right. So this is all stuff that you'll see in the speed build of episode 3, which will not be this week. It will be next week's episode. So the one coming out tomorrow will be stuff that we've already done. What else did I do? Oh yeah, so I had to redo this whole room back here. I think I did this better the second time around. So now we've got this room with a round pool. Whereas this was square before. Yeah, it works alright actually, doesn't it? So this has now got a round pool in it. And actually I think this worked better. The hose works a bit better this time. And funnily enough, I actually just put a piece of glass in. It doesn't really, if you look, it kind of doesn't even need to have that. It just looks like it's super clean if you leave it like that. But if you put the glass in, the actual wave effect of the so this is obviously a water jet coming out the back of that, and this one of the splashes. So I think that works all right. So yeah, I made the little clipboard thing again, put that in, various different bits and pieces. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. Oh, and I started this way as well. So I've done the door into what's going to be the backstage, the proper backstage area. So this is where they'll actually kind of sleep. And then I put a little gate and stuff here. So this can now be kind of shut off, and then obviously they can shut this main kind of sliding barrier as well to keep anybody out from there. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So this, as I said, is like the birthing bit. This is actually set up as a separate habitat, so it's got its own habitat barrier. And I've also did a little bit of fence here, which I'm going to run round. In the episode that's coming out tomorrow, you will also see that I have made pretty much, I mean, I can just do this on stream. I might as well just do this on stream. But I pretty much just like filled a load of the backdrop in with just groups of trees, just so I've got something in the background so it doesn't all kind of feel quite so barren. And I actually put a kind of a dividing fence back there as well, so you can't kind of see from where we are into the distance. And it makes a real, when you're down at this level, it makes a really big kind of impact. You have to kind of put some a bit further back, otherwise you'll kind of end up with a little bit of it'll look really obvious. We might just do that for a second, get it started. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think this is coming along. Obviously these are not I'm not very used to doing PZ in the evening. I should have probably done a bit better job of probably a better job. I only literally just tweeted out about this as we were starting the stream. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. We'll do a bit of this, we'll do a bit of that, you know. see if we can manage to not lose all the progress this time. Yeah, I need to do a better job of that. I'll do a better job of that off stream. But I need to continue with this building. I'm not really sure what to do about this. So the problem I have with this is, obviously I really like the fact that the seals are coming down here. I really like the fact that the seals are coming down here. But, well, no, I say that. I really like the fact that the keepers are coming down here, because the whole point of this bridge was to have the keepers moving across this bridge, and it be an kind of visible, active part of the habitat. But obviously, the problem I get is that for whatever reason, they just get boxed all the time. I don't really understand why. They just get boxed and sent back to the gate all the time. See, that one just literally was just there and got boxed and sent back. Thought Twitch had lost its mind and sent me random notifications. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's always a bit of a thing when I'm not yeah, you have to build up a bit of a routine, don't you, I suppose? You get used to... People get used to streaming at particular times. So let's dump all those guys over there. So yeah, we'll do a bit of this. I don't know whether to change the gate. The thing is, if I change the gates, like, what is going on? Why is that happening? Maybe I need to watch some of the seals for a minute. Let's just I need to turn the graphics back down again. Streaming doesn't seem to like me having it on ultra. I also got some. I've turned the breeding on, so we've got some little babies now. Look at this little floof monster. Go! How cool are they? They are so cool. Right, let's keep an eye on them. Let's keep a bit of an eye on them. See where they're getting boxed. I mean, I've got my theories. Maybe make a fake gate there and put the real... Yeah, I mean, I thought about that, Rem, but the problem is I really wanted them. Oh, I added this little ladder going down as well in. So they actually, and there's a little fence and stuff coming along now. If I do that, well, the whole point, Marilyn Monroe, what the baby, the little baby one, or do you want just that in general? The whole point was that I wanted people to be able to see. I kind of wanted the movement, like I kind of like the idea of the keeper walking across the back of that. And if I don't have an actual gate, I'll never have that happen. So I've kind of made a bit of a rod for my own back, because obviously I've put the habitat gate below this. I can't think of another way to have there be a reason why the keeper would cross this bridge if I had the gate over here somewhere. Which one do you want, Rem? Which are you after? Are you after the baby or just in general? I mean, the only thing I can think of is that I could put some sort of door behind the dome is his dumpster. It's fatter and still lets them cross the bridge. Yeah, but that won't help, because the seals can't get across the bridge. That's the whole point. So it will just mean that like the seals end up here, and it'll just be the same thing. They just stay in the box. They won't come out of the box, or if they do, they'll just get stuck in this section. That's Stephen. We've got some special names put in this habitat. So yeah, I need to decide really what I'm doing. I don't think Vanessa was one that I named. Tim Russ. Lindsay's pregnant. Verley. There you go, Verley you can have. Marilyn Monroe. I feel like Marilyn should be the baby. Is Marilyn... Where is the baby anyway? Who are you, little white features? As long as Marilyn is a female, we'll make her the baby. I keep going over there to the gate because that's where the gate was before. Where is the baby? Why is that not scrolling properly? Oh, there we go. Olivia. Okay. Where's she gone? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so she can be Marilyn. Marilyn Monroe. What I haven't checked as well, I haven't actually checked the traversable area for this guy. Yeah, that's what I suspected. I suspected there might be a problem. She was on her way to escape. Oh, there's a great big bloody hole there, that's why. That's alright, that's easy fixable. I need to check as well that she can't get up onto the beach somewhere. Is that fixed it? She's chowing down right now, big time. Okay, that's better. So she, interestingly, she can get across the bridge. She can get across the bridge. She's obviously tiny. I know you live here, but what's your name? Olivia. Yeah, exactly. I'm very caring. I'm like, who are you again? I think it's actually these that box them. I think they go onto those and they get boxed all the time. It's so annoying. It's lovely and peaceful when the zoo's closed. Right, we're not going to worry about that though. We're going to go back and do this. And I'm still in kind of half minds about, like, sometimes it looks so good and sometimes it looks a bit like it doesn't perform well. Right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this room in here. So this is going to be the unglamorous, the completely unglamorous pool that they sleep in. Thank you very much for sharing the guidelines thing, Rem, in the Discord. That was handy. I had actually looked at that before a while ago, I think, but yeah, it wasn't. It was definitely worth a reread. So they do have a requirement that they have somewhere where they sleep that's got water in it. So let's do that for them. That'll do. And we'll fill that up with water. Again, we'll take this out, so this will be. Let's just check how the water looks in there. That's fine. Is it spilling out the other side? No. Right, that'll be good. We'll make that a nice concrete thing. Lovely, lovely concrete. Still using the plaster, aren't I? That is actually floor. Interesting. Do. So I would say we're probably still. I don't know. I can't imagine there's going to be. I'm hoping we can get this done in 3 episodes. Because I don't really want it to be 4. And I'm still kind of uncertain. I'm still kind of undecided on whether this is going to be a zoo. The one thing that's stopping me really is the fact that I haven't done any kind of terrain work to it, so it's all obviously kind of going to be a bit tricky because I haven't done anything to prepare the area or the map. I did make sure I wasn't right on top of the entrance, and I guess the entrance doesn't have to be there. Like that's probably a thing I haven't really considered. There's nothing in Sandbox that means that the zoo entrance even has to be there. It could be all over there somewhere. This could just be in the middle of the zoo. Yeah, okay, that's a worthwhile thought. I need to cut a lot of this traversable area down. Because I'm pretty sure at the moment they have. Yeah, see that they've got massive amounts of land they don't need, and so that means they spend a lot of time back here and not enough time up the front, which is obviously not what we want. They don't have enough water. They don't have enough deep water. Bugger. By not an enormous amount, but I really don't want to put another 4-meter pool in though. That would be ridiculous. All right, okay. Seems a bit crazy. I think the part of the problem is I've actually got too many. I've got way too many in here. I've got more than I should in this habitat. Actually, that needs to be much more subtle slope than that. In fact, actually, I think maybe that even needs to go a bit bigger. So temptation, I think next is to go onto a zoo. I think that's what we're going to do. Go onto a zoo build. I need to go back to... I need to get back in the rhythm of actually working on a proper zoo. Because I've still got loads of ideas. Loads of ideas that I had that were kind of things that I was going to do in Missoula. And so obviously those are all things that I'm now doing somewhere else. So I've got a few thoughts on locations and stuff. I'd quite like to do, well, there's a bunch of different places I'd quite like to do. Any more collabs? I mean, to be honest, I'm just a little bit dubious on the collab thing. Obviously, I'm a bit burnt on that. So I'm not saying never, but certainly none on the cards at the moment. And I don't want to do. I don't think what I was. I don't want to get into. I certainly don't want to get into a situation where I got with Missoula. I really don't want to get into that situation again. Not just from kind of the stuff that happened, but also from the fact that for whatever reason that was something that was like, I'm not gonna yeah, I felt like I had to work on that, and that I sort of made a decision wrongly on my part to prioritize working on that over working on anything else that I was going to be doing, and so what that meant is kind of all of my eggs were in one basket a bit with that project. So yeah, not something I want to do again. But who knows? At some point. No, I didn't. I really didn't know that was going to happen. Certainly didn't know that was going to happen. Otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't have. I definitely wouldn't have made that decision to do that. I mean, that was my choice. It wasn't forced upon me or anything. But the timescale that, the timescales that I was kind of being pushed to and pushing myself to meant that nothing else could really be done. So. I mean, there's still the Serenity guys as well. That project seems to be a little bit kind of on hold, unofficially. I think the last conversation that we had about it, a couple of the guys had problems getting into the file and things, but It would be good to get that going again. Again, that's another. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult, I think, to restart something that's had a bit of like a little bit of a hiatus too. But yeah, who knows? One day, maybe. Kind of feeling my way back in. Yeah, Serenity. Yeah. I'd still happily work with those guys again, like definitely. But it wasn't really my turn next. Okay, right. So this needs to be a side piece as well. But yeah, so I'm thinking in terms of my zoo locations. I've got a bunch of different ideas for locations. Probably Canada. So this could be a Canadian. This could be like a Canadian location. Definitely. I still really like the Taiga region. So there's no reason to not do that. But also I've been kind of looking at Western Australia. I'm not seeing anyone do a zoo set in that kind of part of the world. And there's some really beautiful landscapes and stuff. And it's got quite an interesting... Western Australia is quite an interesting kind of... quite an interesting mix of like architectural styles and even like the landscape and the sort of, you know, the fact there's lots of mining and all that sort of stuff. All that's kind of interesting. Could be kind of interesting. And there's some, like, Perth is a cool city, and there's places like Kimberley, which that was kind of, there's lots of things to be inspired by. So that's definitely a possible, but it would certainly not be an Australian. So it wouldn't be a zoo that looked like an outbacky zoo, not like a heavily themed, you know, not like a red desert sort of zoo. It would be more kind of wild looking. But yeah, I kind of just really want to get my teeth back into something, have something that I can do kind of consistently. I'm not kind of beholden to anybody else or all that sort of stuff. Right, let's sort some of these groups out because this is getting messy, isn't it, in here? Let's move all that off that. Just make this whole tank one group, right? Yeah, I mean the original idea of all the one-off habitats. I mean, I always did have kind of in the back of my head a thought that it would be. Why has that not actually gone in? Why is it not actually placing the water? Game. What's actually happened? What's happening? It's placing the water all the way down there. What? Why is that now obstructed? It wasn't a minute ago. Do, 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 do. What? I don't understand why that's different now. Why can't I place it now? Oh, congratulations, Lindsay. You just popped out a baby. You just had a baby seal. Where's it gone? We're gonna have to cut. We're gonna have to stop them all from breeding again. You had a little baby Nikedra. Congratulations. Let's stop them all from breeding now. We don't want any more. Yikes. Nice choice. Animal settings. It's a little girl. Still want to go with Wesley? We won't tell him. Westletter. Nice. Oh dear. Right, what's going on here then? Why is this not working? Why are we not getting water? What's why is it obstructed? What is your problem? It's not, there's no water in here. So there's no water obstructing. Have we got a barrier? It shouldn't matter if we've got a barrier. We don't have a barrier there. What is your problem? I wonder if I actually put some. Oh, I thought I just fixed all this. I think I just undid it all. We were just watching random change of subject. So we were just watching Ozark. Season 2 Ozark. Man, it's getting so dark. It's getting so very dark. It's a really good series, but man, it is getting dark. It's just getting bleaker and bleaker. It's a bit like Breaking Bad, but the thing is, Breaking Bad, the beginning of Breaking, I never really liked, what's his name in Breaking Bad? I never really liked him very much. But dude in Breaking Bad, in Ozark, started watching it but couldn't quite get into it. Yeah, I had that with Breaking Bad for quite a long time. But I couldn't find my way in. I don't really understand why this is obstructed, but it's gonna be fixable. I'm really hoping it's got nothing to do with this water all over here. Shouldn't have anything to do with that, surely. Oh, is it that? Okay, maybe it's that. I think that's probably what it is. Because that's all on a lower bit of ground. Yeah, we're enjoying it, but it's yeah, I wouldn't watch it again either. I think I watched it in a time, I'm pretty sure I was single, and I'm pretty sure I didn't really have very much to do, and it was just like, I'll just binge watch this in my misery. I'll just binge watch this. Oh really? Yeah, I've never watched that. I've never watched that. Perhaps combine the two water sources. Well, there's no water in this. So there's actually a bit of a thing about not having all of the water sources all combined. So I sort of deliberately have done this. And then that's supposed to be like a little quarantine area that they could be put in. Yeah, no, never really. Prison Break always just looked like it was all about, I don't know, it always just felt a bit like it's more about the dudes. I don't know. It felt like a bit of a sausage fest. I think that's what was my. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Why is nothing ever easy? I just want so when I want water in there. Now it's obstructed. That actually doesn't even have to be dropped, so I could pull that up as long as I just get rid of that little nub. No. How does that help? That helps. Okay, and let's bring that back down again. From up top. Yeah, kind of lacking a... I mean, I don't know. No, it's definitely not. First it was a bit slow, but then boom, it goes. That's fake water in the circular pool. Wait, that's fake water. Yeah. It's glass. It's a piece of glass in there. With a jet over the top of it. I'll show you that in a second. It's actually higher than I wanted it. But that's okay, because they're supposed to have little bits they can kind of haul themselves out on. Why fake water? It just was easier to... It was just easier to control. To be honest, it was just easier to control. Because you're... So I can just... You know, I can pretend this has got as much as I want in there. And actually, even if you don't have... Even if you don't have the glass, it does kind of still look like it's got water in there. It just looks a bit too immaculate. So if you just kind of put the glass in there, it gives you the kind of smoky effect of it, and then it still looks like there's ripples because that's coming from the splash effect. It just was. I don't know really why. I think it was just easier to do. It's easier to do as glass than anything else, and I'm not really using it, so it's not going to be a. I'm not going to be using it for anything. Okay, that's kind of fine. It needs what we might do is actually put. What have we got that's have we got anything in the game that's plastic? I guess art shape can look kind of plastic. Okay, dude, no worries. Art shapes can look plastic, can't they? I guess that's probably about as close to plastic as we've got. So if I did, I did something that's kind of like green. I'm sort of trying to recreate this a little bit, just as a kind of top, because the water's actually up there. So let me just see if that's doable. So if we do that, and then we get some gutter, get a bit of gutter. We spin it round. Make it the same colour. Push. Oh, that's not the right way around. Sink that down. That might work. It needs to be maybe a little bit of a different colour. But like a whole load of that doesn't really look plasticky though, does it? I'm trying to think if there's anything in the game that looks plastic. Plastic's gonna have a bit of a shine to it. Whereas that's pretty just matte. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like a sign or something. Sign pieces are often quite useful for randomness. Oh, I thought I'd stopped all the babies. You need to stop having babies. I've got space for you all. Yeah. Problem is, I think these light up. Oh, that's not all Wednesday. Yeah, we definitely don't want that. Too many. Too many. Many seals. We have got... we've got 12 females and 1 male. And that's including the babies. And they're supposed to only have in there... Let's see what the groupings are. It's not too far over, but it is definitely over. And once the babies grow up, well, they'll never grow up because I've Peter Panned the settings. So 8 is the maximum group size, and I've got 10. So it's not too bad. It's really not too bad. But yeah, as I said, I need to get rid of a load of this traversable area out here, so that the keepers stop putting food down out here, and that actually, oh, look at the bubba! Look at the bubba using the walkway. Don't you want to swim? I'm a human, little ninja. See, I think it's this that's boxing them. Stuff like that, where they have to get out of the water. I mean, I can make that a bit better, I guess, but it's pretty low to the water there. Right, so we're doing this, aren't we? I've moved my son now. It's better. Yeah, that don't work. What else can we use? Something plasticky. It's got to be flexi colour. Ah, that's got a possibility. That might work. These don't light up, do they? Let's just check. No. Yeah, this will work. So go back to 2. Cheeky monkey. So if we just do this, Yeah, that'll look alright. Okay, right, so let's give this some texture. So actually maybe the thin boards would look better, as long as they don't look like they're wood. So you can kind of get these to not look like they're wood. Keep them really low, like a little bit of profile sticking out, and they'll hopefully they'll work. Getting a little bit of the grain from them, but yeah, I think that would be alright. I think that would be alright. So I'm just spinning them round so I don't get exactly the same textures on everything. Let's get a longer one. Excuse you. They do always sound like they're guffing. I cannot help but hear seal farts in the background. Okay. Right, so hopefully there's not too much of a pattern there now. Guffing, you've not had that in ages. I say it all the time. Yeah, I think I use it both in both senses of the word as well. So obviously I use it for farts, but I use it for like things as well. All that guff. Say all that guff. Can you pick all that guff up? Let's just knock that back a bit. I think that colour. Never even noticed. I don't know if I say it on. I don't know if maybe I've never said it on stream before, but I certainly use it IRL quite a lot. Ugh, I just said IRL. Ugh. It's funny when you get these different sort of objects. Like the colours really, like that's the same colour. Was the same colour. Both objects, but because of the different textures, they look totally different. That's all right though. So if we merge that, push that right back into the wall, so we just got like a little bit of it. Yeah, I think that'll look alright. So this is supposed to look a bit like it's kind of a almost like a corrugated trim or a plastic trim around the edge of the wall, just to give it an extra bit of waterproofing. I was kind of tempted to do the whole thing in something like this, but I think it would just be, oh, I don't know, should I? Let's see what it looks like. So I think that could be kind of interesting, and because of the way I've done this pull, it wouldn't actually, I don't think it would actually be that difficult to do it all like that. Let's maybe have a look. So the one thing I am feeling with all of those tiles that are behind me is anywhere where I work on, because this is all part, there's bits of this that are part of the same group, or actually it might just be the proximity to working on stuff close to that it ends up being kind of laggy. But hey ho. I don't really care too much. It's not too bad. As I said, I might have to simplify that down a bit if it ever ends up being in a zoo that ends up getting bigger. I could always kind of simplify it down. Right, so let's do that. This all should all be reusable, right? Because it's all. No, I didn't do it all the way down. That's okay. So let's get everything there. Select the signs. Let's do that for a minute. Grab that lot. Spin around. Yeah, I don't think that was ever going to work. Yeah, that was wishful thinking. That was wishful thinking. That was going to work. Gosh darn diddly darn darn. Do, 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 do. I've got a big gap there as well. How have I ended up with that big gap? Where did I do that? Do 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 do. Oh, I'm missing one there as well. Flubber. You always think they must probably be a bit smelly. Seals and sea lions. I think it's the flaps of skin and the like big jelly slobbery blobber things going by. Can't imagine they smell great. Yeah, but I don't know. You reckon? They're only floating around there. Oh, like if you imagine if you were just in a. I mean, I guess it's water that's being cleaned. Maybe. I don't know though. They might smell like soggy. I don't know, soggy socks. Maybe they smell right, but yeah, as you say, probably fish breath. Basically, the dogs of the sea, aren't they? Seals and sea lions. I have no idea what soggy socks smell like. Not that sense of soggy socks. Let's not get back. Let's not cross this threshold again. Okay, that's probably long enough. I don't need this last bit anyway. Yeah, I meant more like it's more like wet washing sort of smell. If you leave your washing in the washing machine too long, everyone must know that's that smell, surely. It's got to be one of the most boring things to do. I cannot stand. I don't know why it just bores the hell out of me. Hanging out your washing. Oh, so boring. Oh, I've sunk it down into the concrete. I don't need to do that, do I? Should actually be a... Have I got... I don't know. I don't know if this is worth it. It feels like it's a lot of work, and is it going to actually look... Is it going to look good? I can't really decide. Let's do this. Let's do this kind of section. I don't know if it's looking like what I'm thinking it, what the idea is. Work with a guy who always smells like that. Oh, that's terrible. That's awful when someone's... The worst one is when you get someone like that on the train. It's so... You kind of feel bad, but then you're also a bit like, oh my god, you stink. I've got to sit next to you, or I've got to stand next to you on the tube for the next hour. Oh. Is this... I just can't decide whether this is worth it. I think I'm gonna park that for a bit. And I'm gonna go back to the roof. Oh my god, can you not leave your poos everywhere? Please. Right, so this is a big bit that we lost that we haven't recovered yet. So if I can remember rightly, I was using glass pyramids. The glass pyramid pieces on the roof. Which ones was I using? These guys? So that would be alright for there. Strange sense of deja vu that we've done all this before. Yeah. Exactly. Well, that's exactly what I was thinking. Maybe it all lines up better now. I think it does. I think I did do a better job of building it again. So I think that one will be alright for that side. And then like that for over here maybe. So let's go, we'll get those off of separate. Get them on separate grids, but they'll be on the same vertical, so that won't be a problem. He says, and then immediately starts moving them vertically. I think that would be alright. Right, so let's get a wall. Let's get a wall piece, and let's see how bad this is going to be. We need to get... We're just going to go straight up art shape to this. Yeah, we're going to do that, and then we're going to do that. And then I think I was going kind of dark grey colour with them. And we want a bit of an overhang. I started doing some stuff with the gutters and things, these little kind of drains and gutters and little cages around it, so that obviously the seals couldn't tamper with the gutters in any way. Apparently they're quite prone to gnawing on things like a dog. What we might have is like a bit of a wall round the edge, I think. This is where we're going to see how many little imperfections I have everywhere in this build. It's pretty much inevitable that there's going to be loads of places, like the position of those pillars, for example. Oh dear. I think I just eyeballed them all. I just did them all by eye. Don't look. True. Let's do this one over here. Over here. And we'll go double with that one as well, I think. Get that in the center. Okay, right, so it would be an epic achievement if I finish this roof on this stream. Yeah, because I definitely need to put like aircon and stuff into it. I don't want to do that too much. I want to try and make sure I avoid too much of the Z fighting as well. I'm just having to think whether this is the right way to do this. Especially with a black, like a dark roof. I don't think it is. I think this should be white. Or like an off-white anyway. That's too much. Yeah, maybe like that. I think that'll look alright. How is it happening that over here the roof is lower? Oh no. Oh, is it? Maybe it isn't. No, I've ended up doing that everywhere. That's okay. If I keep it all together as one piece, then I can adjust the heights when we need to adjust the heights easily enough. They're always one of the most forgiving pieces, the art shapes, but they can sometimes get a bit Z-fighty. Do all the nice easy bits first. So I haven't kind of worked out yet exactly what's happening here. I think this is another gate. I think this wall probably needs to be shortened to come in line with that. So let's do that. We probably need to make sure that's done. Oh, these groups are so messy. Oh, that one's not too bad. Let's get that guy. This will give us our edge. Surprised our Wes hasn't been in yet. Just realised he's actually doing his homework. Oh, of course he is. Yeah, I saw you giving him tips. All the places we're not allowed to go. Boo. That's going to be a little bit tricky. Pillar there. I wonder if I can just shovel that in there. Yeah, I didn't entirely see what the assignment was that he was talking about. He just asked about our government, so I googled and posted, and he went, "Yeah, I know, seen that." Yeah, they always do that, don't they? My little brother used to do that to me all the time. Be like, "Am I being patronised by a 12-year-old? What's going on here? How is this happening?" That pillar should be on the outside as well, surely. Okay, so I'll get this in line and then I'll continue with the ceiling and I can fix up this gate after. Later. Yeah, getting there. Not loads, but we're getting there. Making progress anyway, making steady progress. They should be able to get through that, right? Let's have a little check. Should be that way. It's actually, I think it's actually a little bit narrower than the other gate. Oh no, it's pretty much the same. Let's just make sure. I don't want to carry on and then. Oh, I didn't want to press record. No. Guess to do a 10-piece picture slideshow about a country, and he picked the UK. Oh right, yeah, that's I did see him say that. So what he has to just do? Can he just kind of do anything? He was saying on the slides about the UK. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Fix up. What's that bit? Why are you sticking out there? Oh no. Download the animal hitboxes by Bongo Hardware on the workshop. Oh, is that a thing that someone's done? Funny, I was literally only talking about that the other day. Is that a new thing? I literally was talking about that. I think like maybe 4 streams ago. About doing that as a thing. Handy. I'm not convinced though. to be honest. I feel like they change so frequently, especially with the new animals. Or maybe they don't, but they seem like sometimes when stuff's working and then suddenly it's just kind of not, and it's because it says that the paths have recalculated or the traversable area is recalculated. Sort of, it did all the DLCs, those working on this base game, they're so helpful. Oh right, okay. Oh, maybe I'll check them out. Need to fill that little gap. Oh yeah, I feel like I really, really frequently have occasions when I've done something, I haven't changed anything to a particular area, but I log back in again and they can't traverse through something. And in the dome, oh god, the amount of times, it was pretty much every time I ever loaded back into the dome, it was always recalculating the path in. I mean, there was a lot of climbable stuff in that, so I think probably that was all it was. It was the bamboo barriers that I'd used and that sort of thing. And I'd made it so that those things were climbable, but they just couldn't be reached in a lot of cases. But I think the game was still calculating the like stuff. That's definitely something if I go back doing stuff in the dome, which I'm planning to. Is that I will just change some of that stuff out. Like, it doesn't need to be the bamboo. I think that would make a big difference if I changed that habitat, the monkey habitat, to not use the bamboo. It would probably make a big difference to the performance. So I guess you have to do male and female of every animal then, if you're doing that, and infants, because they're all different sizes, aren't they? And can an animal not be a different size in the game? Can you not get a larger? Do they not have a larger hitbox? Maybe they don't. Maybe it's a fixed size. Maybe a male and a female with exactly the same hitbox, and a smaller and a larger one have exactly the same hitbox. Obviously, a baby doesn't. This all should overhang slightly. Hey Stacky, how you doing? Backstage hype. Kind of. It's coming. It's coming along. I saw you were streaming Stardew. I think you were streaming Stardew earlier when I was streaming something else. What was I streaming? I can't remember. I've already done one stream today. I'm a bit knackered. Might be wrong, but I think he did the largest animal possible for each, and then the baby. Oh, right, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, you were talking about Stardew on the stream the other day. Kind of got. It's got like really. Like big hype, hasn't it? I have to say I've never actually watched anyone playing it. It does look very kind of the kind of retro graphics thing of it quite appeals to me. I'd quite like. I might check it out. I've had a few people tell me to play it. Sort of yeah, it's one of those things that sort of doesn't look like it should have Yeah, very chill. Well, I like very chilled stuff. It doesn't look like it should have as much popularity as it does. So it's obviously got really good gameplay because it looks a bit meh. But yeah, we're working on this monster still. I got some really good screenshots earlier. Oh, I don't know what to do, guys. I really don't want to move the gate. I mean, it'd be really easy to move the gate. It's not a problem. I just don't want them to not use my bridge. I want the keepers to cross my bridge. Graphics are lacking for sure, but the gameplay is great. Yeah, I don't mind that so much. I don't mind things that don't look, especially if you're of a certain age. You grew up with those sorts of games anyway. Them all looking a bit right. Run the gauntlet, my little friend. Can you make it, little floofer? What's your name? Emelina. Semolina. Your first challenge. No. It's going to go the other way. I see freedom. Freedom. No, you can't have freedom. Not allowed. Denied. Fence. How come they're all white? Are seals white when they're born? You haven't realised that I've stolen your freedom. Nope, right out of here. Turn around, my little friend. You're just going to roll through there, aren't you? Bartholomew. You're looking for freedom. Maybe I see a bunch of stairs. That's a barrier there, my little friend. Bartholomew. You're getting all the genders wrong here, peeps, but hey ho. Bartholomew. Those are lots of vowels. Is that right? No, that's not right. That's right. I want to see you attempt to cross the bridge. I'm pretty sure you can do it. They're so good when they're in speed mode, aren't they? These are the best ones. I cannot help but hear Benny Hill. Whoa, that's clean. That's clean animation up there. And now I'm hearing Chariots of Fire. Do 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 do. Do. Go on, you can do it. You can do it. No. Oh, just do a big turd and then bugger off. You can definitely get over the bridge. Oh well. Let's just decide. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Kind of clean. Right, so, and if anyone can suggest a way, I'm quite happy to move the gate, right? But I don't really want the gate. I don't want there to be no reason why the keeper comes back over the bridge, because that was the whole point of putting the bridge here. Because the bridge looks cool. Because you've got the bridge and then you've got the dude swimming underneath the tunnel through the gate. We've got a new little ladder. They are still swimming underneath there, right? Yeah, they are. But I can't think of a way to have the keeper pulled over here inside the habitat. They just won't do it. And the only, if I don't have the gate here and this isn't in the habitat, gosh, those poor tiny flippers must be so tired after pushing a whole. Yeah. Give us an overview. What, just of this section, or of the whole thing? Do you mean just of this section? For some reason, my I've got it set today that I can't tab out without. I don't know what I've done. That's better. It doesn't. No, that's not what I wanted. In fact, it was that one. That's better. Now I can actually see my. I can see my OBS screen. Something's gone on recently with my chat that I can't see properly everything. Give us a minute to think it up. Okay, you're going to draw me something for to put in the Discord that I can have a look at. So at the moment, all of this is going to be. The plan is all of this is going to get raised. So this will all be like at this high level, all the way around to here, and that will all be raised up like a mulch bed. I don't know if this path's even staying. So, because the thing is, if I move the gate, because there's going to be a fake gate here. If I put an actual gate there, they just won't cross the bridge, and it'll be pointless. Because I really like this. This is the bit I really like. Being able to be over here, catch a glimpse of the keeper walking across the bridge. But I'm open for suggestions. I'm definitely open for suggestions. I hear the little squeakers. So this roof is going to need a bunch of detailing, obviously, once I've put all this gumph up here. It's definitely going to need some aircon. It's definitely going to need some drains and whatnot, and all that sort of good stuff. Let's pause it again. So the guidelines thing says there's supposed to be a pool that they can sleep around, because they do quite often sleep in the water. Apparently that bobbing thing that you see them doing is quite a normal real behaviour that seals do in the wild, that they'll bob. So they'll sleep. Apparently they sleep underwater sometimes as well. I always find that just like, how? That they sleep underwater, and that sometimes they just kind of sleep so briefly that they sleep between kind of breaths. It's like, huh? What? Like, I'm knackered if I don't get enough sleep. If I don't get more than, you know, my fair share of sleep at all. But all right, I'm looking at this picture. Hold on. Hold on. This is gonna go. I'm gonna go toveception. This is gonna be weird. Right, that's not actually me. That's just a screenshot of me. Can I zoom on this? I don't think I can. Oh, maybe we can. So you're saying the yellow bits are gates that are all tall enough for seals but too short for keepers, if that makes sense. That will mean they remove the wall behind the dumpster. So the yellow bits are gates that are tall enough for seals but too short for keepers. I'm not understanding what you're saying. The yellow bits are gates that are tall enough for seals, but too short for keepers. I can't get my head around that. Too small. What? The yellow bits are gates that are tall. I keep reading it. I'm not making any more sense out of it every time I read it. The yellow bits are gates that are tall enough for seals, but too short for keepers. Are you saying that backwards? I'm not following that. Like, so if the keeper can go under things 3 feet, make it 2 feet. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm not sure how that helps. Maybe I'm just missing what you're talking about. So you're saying use the height. The fact that the seal has got a lower height clearance than the keeper. So you're saying try and obstruct the keeper. Oh, I think I understand. I think I understand what you're saying now. I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, this is smart, dude. Okay. Okay. I think I understand what you're saying. Right, let's try this. Let's have a little look for a second. This is a really good idea, though. So you're saying that when... I think I understand what you're saying. So you're saying that when the animal gets reboxed or boxed back up again, pop back inside the habitat. Let's say it's here. The gate is here, and this is the entranceway. There is a low level wall. Yeah, this is smart. This would probably work. There's a low level wall that the seals means the seals can go right, but it's too... The keeper would hit their head on it, and so it has to turn left, and therefore come round this way. This is quite good thinking, yeah, definitely. I mean, I could just do that. I could actually even do that back here. Remember the anteater and tapir habitat was one side door and one skinny door. Same thing but height. Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about the dome, aren't you? Yeah, this is the other way round, but I have to say I've never tried this, but we can probably do a quick experiment to see if this works. That was, yeah, you're right, because I used the fact that the keeper had a smaller hitbox than the animal in order to let the keeper go through. Yeah, this is super smart, dude. So let's just check this. So at the moment, or we can just test it on this, can't we? At the moment, the keepers never go in there, but let's just do it here. So if we say, hey Wes, yeah, all good. So the keeper will be able to... The animals won't be able to go underneath this. Oh, sorry, the keepers won't be able to go underneath this. What was not working, guys? Was that on my end or on Wes's end? Let's just test this over here. Wes couldn't chat. Oh, right. No chats. In fact, we can do it over here. Let's test it over here, it'll be easier. This bit. So, in theory, this is difficult to test though. Because you can't see the keeper's hitbox, which is always the annoying thing. So they can probably still go underneath that, right? But in theory, the keeper will now be too tall. It's going to take some rejigging, but I like it. It's annoying, but I have to do this. Oh, he's coming. He can get under. No, he can't get underneath it. He was coming, I think. I don't think nothing will have changed since the last stream, dude. So I haven't fixed it since the last stream. Sorry. Yeah. So this is a good idea. This is a really good idea. So I'm going to need to refactor a bit to do that. How do I want that to look then? I mean, could have it all the way up here, I guess. It's a bit weird though, layout wise. It's kind of got to be here, isn't it? Or even here. Or actually I could move this barrier back. Yeah, let's do that. So if we, I want to check, because the thing I'm not sure about is how kind of smart the AI of the animals would be, and whether they would work out, whether it would would it. I'm going to guess it would just path to the shortest route. I didn't really want to have all this open though. I was really keen on having this all hidden, but I think that's a compromise I've got to make. So he will go across the bridge if I put a barrier. If I put a barrier here, like this, and I move that gate. I hope it works, so I'm really embarrassing myself. No, I think it's a good. It absolutely makes sense. It absolutely does make sense. It took me a minute to get my head around what you were talking about, but it definitely makes sense. Let's see if it works. Yeah, cheers for that, Rem. See you later. So, in theory, it's quicker. Yeah, this is the thing I'm not sure about, whether it is even going to be quicker. No, it should work, because the animal will know it can't go that way. Let's see how clever the pathing is. Let's box one up. I just remember how you do that. There we go. Just sort of pretend it's been boxed. So he should go straight forwards. That might be a bit small. Can you move, Seal? So he needs to go to the right. I think that's probably a bit low. Freak out! Unbox. Come on, Seal, you can do it. That might be a bit narrow. Angus is being lazy. Is this Angus? It is Angus. Classic Angus. Come on, Angus, you lazy bugger. Get a wriggle on. That's, well, you're rolling in your own turds there, mate. That's grim. Have some respect. Have some self-respect. Back. Welcome back. He's not doing it, is he? He's not going to have it. Must have just been for a walk, yeah. Okay, let's check. Is this this is traversable? I'm not sure he's right then. I think the Hey Lysa, how you doing? Okay. How was the rest of your day in the office? Hope you managed to stay sane. Not yet, Wes. Not yet. One day. Keep trying. Right, you should definitely be able to do it now, you lazy sod. Get moving. Right, so the keeper's still coming over the bridge. He's turning. Okay, right. This is potentially working. Keeper coming over the bridge. Hurrah! It was good. I was the only one in today. That's weird, isn't it? Did you pretend you were like in what's the film with the guy that wakes up in the hospital 28 days later? Pretty sure I would if I was the only one in an office. I'd be pretending I was in 28 days later. Let's just make sure they definitely all do it. He didn't do it because he's got nothing to do. I had Chinese tonight as well. What did you have? I had crispy beef. This is working. This is working. It's not quite as graceful as I was hoping it was going to be. I was kind of hoping... it was going to be... I mean, we could do a tunnel. We could make a tunnel. The thing is that... Oh no! Oh well, so much for it working. He just took the... Sod. I thought that looked like it was tall enough for a keeper to get under it. They just recalculated, that's all happened. Oh no. I just don't know why they get boxed so much. So annoying. Okay, let's think about this for a second though. So, will the keeper still... So when the keeper comes into the habitat... When the keeper comes into the habitat, maybe that's his most direct route to the rest of the habitat. And when he's coming back... So he has to come back. I'm always gonna have a little path here. There's gonna be a gate here. He has to come back this way. So I don't really know, but I would assume that the quicker route is to go from there, across the bridge and round there, rather than go from there that way. We could actually move this gate. That might help. If we move this gate more towards the left. Let's try that. So if we go... If this gap in the fence is actually kind of just there, then more naturally, that's a more natural route for him to come back. He comes back through the trees. There he is. See, why did he get boxed? Did you see that? Did you see that seal just got boxed? It was swimming underneath the ladder, underneath the bridge, and just randomly it got boxed, and now it's back at the gate. Okay, this is going to take some refactoring, but I think that's a good solution. I don't mind it if it's that they only come... Okay, so he's going... Yeah, I don't mind it if they don't every time go that way. This is going to be one of those things, though, that I'm never going to know. I'm going to do it all. This is one of those things I could potentially do a load of work to make this happen. Load it in to the zoo next time and suddenly find they're not using the bridge at all. It makes logical sense. If you think about the height of a seal compared to but it looks like I have to have it really high. I wonder if I can push it even lower and have the seal still use it. Let's try it like there. There's a box straight away. Right, are you going to do a right turn? Not going to, are you? You're just going to sit there. Just chucking food on him. Oh, he is doing it. Okay. So it can't be that low. Maybe Angus was just being a pain in the numpties. Stephen. Where are you, Angus? You're our big fella. We've got way too many in here now. Angus. So I am kind of tempted to see if I could make a little tunnel or something that might be quite cool. I don't think he's going to come. Oh, he is. Keep coming, fella. You can do it. He looks unsure. Oh, have a little nap. There was too much exertion. You can definitely make it, you fat sod. Come on. Get there. I guess it's such a good boy. He's like a lazy sod. Look at him. He moved from there to there and he's exhausted. Angus. Okay, alright. I'm gonna leave that be. I think that's gonna work. That was good thinking. Good work, Rem. Do. It's a me. What's you? It's a me. Do. Talking about our new seal, we do have a new seal called Westletta, which Lindsay named. Lindsay done it. Yeah, have you finished your slideshow? Lindsay's like, have you done your homework? Maybe you should practice in the Discord, Wes. The seal. So this is one of those situations where I'm pretty sure that Wes is on a slightly different, out of sync version of the stream. pretty sure he's replying. Oh, he has. Oh, right. Okay, maybe you're not. Maybe you're not so far behind. I think maybe you should do a practice run. Present it in the Discord. Or not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Yes, I named it Wesley, but it was a girl, so I changed it to Wesletta. Yeah. So I might have to. I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to do. Is lift all of this roof. So once I've put it all down, I think I'll lift it all. Just to get it all a bit higher. And I might double it, just because, hey, we've not used enough pieces. We've not used enough pieces. Put another 1,000 down. What's another few thousand pieces? But yeah, I'm thinking this is probably going to be too thin looking as well, so okay. That's that. Still got big holes everywhere. Is it lazy? What, the seal? It seems like it's quite sprightly, to be honest. But it's a lady seal, so the lady seals always seem to be more lively. Can't believe out of all of those babies we didn't get another male. Seems a bit rough. I don't know. How do you judge a seal on its laziness? Does it do all its chores? Are you a lazy one then, Wes? Are you lazy? You seem like you were quite diligently doing your homework, so I always hated homework, man. Not a fan. Not a fan. Did ya? Were you a SWAT at school, Lindsay? I don't know if I was ever really... I think I had stages of both. I think I had stages of both being quite geeky, and then yeah, and not so much. But I never liked homework. What is there to like about homework? What is wrong with you? You're wrong, un. Not really, but I did love learning. I was super polite. Well, yeah, we've already established that if I'm sending the boys in, it's not you that I'm sending round. I really wanted to like the tenants as well. I really did. I gave it another go. I'm just not I'm not down for the grind. I think that's the thing. I'm not up for just a slogfest. I can see that little bit and it's tied in. Did love learning, still do. Depends what I don't know. I think for me it depended what teacher, like what subject it was. I really liked English a lot, but hated maths for most of the time that I did maths, and hated. I liked history as well. English was pretty much the only one I really liked though. The rest of them I just kind of was a bit meh. I'll sort all these groups out in a minute. Did we just put those little pieces? There we go. You hate it. You're not very academic at all. I don't know. I think I was all right. I said this the other day. It was always just kind of. I was always kind of B's and C's at everything. There's a gap there. There's going to be a gap there. I think that's going to be alright. Oh, that one wasn't. I needed that piece. Loved English. Math was my low point. Well, maths, the thing with maths was always that it was just like, why is it this? Why do I need to understand quadratic equations, sir? When am I ever going to use quadratic equations? And I think the thing with our school was like, everyone was pretty much, if you weren't in the top set, pretty much it was quite a small school. Not that small, but small enough. But it was small enough that like there were different sets for each year, and then the top set was the good set. Everybody else, they were just like, pretty much like, we're going to give you a really good chance if you're in the top set. The rest of you are going to be sleeping under a bridge for the rest of your life, I'm afraid, because we're just not going to give you any effort. That was the difference. They were just like, that was how they treated you. That if you weren't in the top set, screw you, we're not going to bother. I hate BS and CS in my classes. BS and CS. I'm not sure if you mean what my brain thinks you mean by BS. I hate BS in all places. BS and CS. BS and CS. You're gonna have to explain what that is. Top set, not heard that for a while. Algebra. Algebra just like, what is this about? Why is this a thing that someone's decided I have to learn? Do you remember? Do you know what? One day this will ever be useful to me, ever in my brain, but I have kept it in there forever, is SOHCAHTOA, trigonometry, sine opposite. I don't even know what this means now. I just have these words in my head. Sine opposite hypotenuse, cosine adjacent hypotenuse, tangent opposite adjacent. But what does it mean? I would no idea how to apply that. I don't even know what it means. Yeah, I said the other day I were top set for everything until I realised they were boys. You did say that. That's true. That's right. 1 + 1 = Toad's live streams. Good work, Wes. A star. My school was in special measures, but we had 6 sets, top set and lower top. What's special measures? Middle set and lower middle. My grades are B and C. That's decent though, dude. Like, B and C's solid. That's Like B is definitely a good grade. Third set and lower third. I don't remember. I think we just had like top set, and then yeah, everything else was just like do one. You're not. You've got no chance. You're not the sort of people we want to spend our time worried about. And it was like, well, hold on. Just because I can't understand this nonsense you're trying to teach me, don't let me go. Ofsted said we were failing. Okay, those are fine. So those all need. They're all going. All of it's going to need to move up. I don't want to group it all together. So let's actually do that. Grab everything. Just I want to make it a bit thicker because it's going to look a bit naff otherwise. That's better. Yeah, Ofsted is right. Ofsted is the school inspectors, isn't it? They come and say if your school is crap or not. I didn't have permanent maths or English teachers from year 9, constant substitutes. Yeah, that's pretty rubbish. Okay, so these need to come up now, I think. We didn't have calculators. We had those wooden things. We had like a big wooden, almost looked like a washing rack, little beads on it. So you had to go into your maths test, one of those under your arm. You set it all up, unfold it all, and then someone would get your test question, and then it was like, hold on. I was like, yeah, slide all the little beads across. Oh, really? We had 2 GCSE exams, a calculator one, and a mental maths one. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Back in the olden days. Back in olden days. Calculator? You don't know how good you got it. Yeah, we had calculators, Wes. None of us are that old. Sometimes you had to. The worst thing was when your little inkwell ran out in the middle of the test, and you had to go and refill your quill and all that stuff. Right, is that poking through? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. I'll push that back up a touch. Run out of parchment, yeah. I couldn't do mental arithmetic. Used to write on my desk with pencil, then rub it off. I don't remember a lot. I don't remember a lot about primary school. I do remember vaguely some stuff about secondary school, high school. I pretty much remember just like... remember primary school for me being about playing football at break time. Doing stupid things. Actually, I don't kind of mind that. That's kind of weird, but it's not even though, is it? Cursive writing. What's cursive writing? I don't even know what cursive writing is. It's where, is it where you swear a lot? Joined up writing. Cheeky cow. Joined up. Have you done joined up writing? It's in high school. Oh dear. You do make me laugh, Lindsay. I don't teach it over any... What? I don't teach it anymore. What? They don't teach joined up writing? Is this for real? Are you guys pulling my leg? You're joking. How come they don't... I guess. Oh, the world's gone to pot. No, it hasn't. I don't really care that much. But what's that all about? Why is it... I mean, why is it any more outdated? This is what's so... Like, why is this outdated now and wasn't when we were at school? I guess it's... Yeah, what's the importance of being able to write quickly joined up? You are. Oh, that's... I made an absolute pig's ear of that, haven't I? Yikes. I should probably check if this is messy underneath. Is it all messy? It's not too bad. I can patch that in. So let's not do that one yet. I didn't know that about joined up writing. Have you heard about the new playing cards? Go on. This is the start of a joke. Bronze, silver, gold instead of Jack, Queen, King. What? Why? Why is that? I don't get it. Why is Jack, Queen, King? Why is that an issue? Because who decided a king should be worth more than a queen? Oh, I see. Yeah, damn them. Damn those pigs. So, I mean, have we not got more important things in the world to worry about? I mean, I get it, but is that really helping anyone? Like, if we're fighting over these things, who makes these decisions anyway? Who's got nothing better to do? Who's got nothing better to do? A little bit. I mean, I'm absolutely not a chauvinist at all. God, you shouldn't ever precurse anything you're saying with that, because it sounds like what you're going to say is going to be chauvinistic. But I just don't. I don't get. Is that really helping women's rights and stuff, or anybody's equality? Is that not just kind of going? Well, give them the bloody cards. Yeah, don't have to do actually any equal pay or anything. Just give them the cards. That'll shut them up for a bit. Like, what? Who gives a crap about that? If that's where you're starting from, like, surely if you're working down a list of things, it's like, if you were to write a list of things, it would address, social inequality. That would be pretty low on my list, right? you'd go, oh, right at the end, you'd go, oh yeah, we should probably change the cards as well because, you know. But, oh my days. That's like, so stupid. Give them some playing cards. Exactly my point. Give them playing cards. Shut them up with the playing cards. So stupid. I don't get that. I do kind of hate that. I mean, what this is the like. I do kind of hate that thing that people go, "Oh, political correctness gone mad," because it can be a bit of a thing to kind of hide behind. Because yeah, people do kind of just go, "Oh, well, that's just politically correct." Well, but yeah, some things are right. And whether this is right or not, I'm not saying it isn't right, but it is pretty irrelevant to the world. It does just seem like a nonsense throwaway thing. Rant over. Very nearly said this is what grinds my gears. to feel their time while their husbands work. Yeah, I'm not even gonna jest. I discourage everything you've just said. Why is this messy? I do these things. I'm like, this just gets messy. How is it getting messy? Why have we got a weird little step here now? What have I done? Oh, it's actually all the way along. Okay, that's better. It's better that it's all the way along. Is it all the way along here as well? No. Yeah, it just seems like a waste of time, a waste of effort. It's almost like that sort of stuff gets done in order to propagate people saying politically correct or mad. Like, the more you have that stuff happen, the easier it is for just people just to go, oh well, you know what, everybody's up in arms about everything, and then it means the things that are actually things to get up in arms about get lost. Okay, that's tidied it up, I think. Yeah, I'm all about the rights, you know. As a rainbow flag wielder, it's my job. Yeah. I mean, I don't really think, to me, it's just about what's right and what's not right, and it's nothing about, I don't know. This is a slippery slope, isn't it? The trouble. Somehow USA's gone insane again. Oh, nothing's happened today, is it? We've all got a little bit political in the chat here, so let's start to wind down this down before it gets too. I know I haven't culled it, but I'm making such a mess of this. Tea anyone? Tea anyone? This is messy on the back, isn't it? That's alright though. I don't mind that. Kind of interesting. I wish I'd done a better job of that, because then I could use these again. But I haven't, and so I've made myself a problem. Oh, in fact, what I can do is just grab that, move it out. The thing is, the trouble with it is, Lindsay, that people get offended about everything on the internet. And sometimes it is just an excuse to have a rant. So that's the reason behind the kind of trying to kind of not have it be a place where things really get talked about, particularly because people just get it just gets boring to reading the comments and stuff. Like we very rarely see anything in the chats, and it's pretty rare anyway. But thanks for the raid, Cloudsphere. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you very much for the raid. Hope you're well. Were you playing some PZ? I think I've got you. I can't remember what I saw. I thought I saw you playing something. What were you playing? Raid. It's just a little morph man. Did we have a little morph man there? I didn't see him, but I think I heard him. So we are working on our Giganto seal habitat. We've been working on this for absolute ages. At the moment, we're still working on this backstage area. Actually, this is looking pretty cool with the. It's looking pretty cool with this now. Played Planet Zoo and struggle with career mode. Yeah, I need to get back to career mode actually. I was doing the gold challenge for a while, trying to get gold on everything. They're kind of fun, aren't they? Oh, I've still got to tidy that up. I still need to tidy it up there. So let me show you around quickly. I'll give you a little tour for the new peeps who just arrived. So this has been going on for second episode of this is actually coming out on my YouTube channel tomorrow. Something I've been noticing is the boards seem to clear themselves quite often. But this is a one-off habitat, potentially going to become a zoo. Not 100% sure yet. I may well move it into another zoo. But we've got this kind of two pools thing with a little view in there. And we've got some education stuff, all custom bits and pieces. This is supposed to be like a kind of a wave shaped dealie. And then we've got this little, there's still lots of not finished bits, but we've got this little kind of viewing arena education area. When are you doing your job, lady? Yes, I keep noticing this, right? This keeps happening. I don't know what I've done, but every now and again all the education boards keep resetting on my stuff. Go to it, lady. She'll go up there in a second. You are doing so well. Thank you very much, Tanya. So they come up and down this little bit, leave their poos on the slope handily, and then they have this backstage. So they have this little tunnel thing, or this little walkway. Little sort of passway through. So the gate, in theory, the idea is that the gate can go up and down. We need to do some machinery for it. We've got this little ladder. We've got this little bridge for the keepers to come across. We've got a little kind of quarantine pen for them. And then this is the big thing we've been working on. Got House Flipper downloaded for the community event. Awesome. Awesome. Love the details. Thank you, Cloudsphere. Appreciated. Thank you for the raid. And then I added this little. So, from what I've looked at, these really annoy me. These little wires, these little kind of wire things disappear. Is that pinnipeds are supposed to have like a place that you can isolate them into different areas. So like when they're breeding and stuff, you can put them in a different pool. Apparently round pools are better than square pools. I didn't read that until I already did the massive great big wide square one out here. And then this is actually kind of their sleeping area. Maybe I will do that, guys. Maybe I will go. It does look alright, doesn't it? I haven't finished it, but I think that using that texture everywhere in this pool would be cool. The hose though, yeah, it looks alright, doesn't it? If you sink the pipes, so if you sink the rods right down into the ground like that, because otherwise, like, that's the thin pipe. So there's a few pipes on the workshop that are really thick, and I don't ever think they look that great. This bit I'm not happy with. I need to tidy up that corner. But if you squash them right down into the floor like that, they look like they're kind of working. So yeah, this is a little isolation pool kind of being filled up in theory. That's the idea. So every now and again I'll move the every now and again I'll move the glass. I'll grab the glass and say it's been filled up. A little bit more. So we were just working on roof. I love how the seals move. They are awesome how they move, aren't they? Flobbly flob. They're like... Right, are they still getting round? They are still getting round. I wonder what that was for a minute. Yeah, loads to do still. I said I thought maybe it was one more episode. There is an episode coming out on my YouTube channel. Lindsay's just linked it there. Thank you very much, Lindsay. Tomorrow, which will be a speed build of some of the previous stuff we've created. This is actually next week's episode that we're working on right here. Doing the roof. I've still got to fix this door up as well. But that's actually looking alright. I think that looks alright for the start of the roof details. It's going to need loads more. It's going to need a whole load of like aircon stuff. Spin that round. That side's better, I think. And just some stuff on the ceilings, like there is going to be a pumping station somewhere. I did say there was going to be a pumping station inside this habitat. That's actually not the better side. I think this probably needs something on the top here. I love the noises they make. I'm not sure if you guys can hear them particularly well, but the seals make such a good noise. I'll give this like a cap. Oh, I shouldn't be doing that for my... Does it line up? It does. Where's that not? They do sound cool, don't they? I think that's the babies you're mostly hearing. Doesn't seem right, does it? It's not too bad though. In the centre. That's Wes letter. It is. Actually, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. It's going to need to be. It's going to need to be the flat trim piece. Spin that around. Yeah, that'll work better, I think. I guess the other option would have been a gutter, but right, these are definitely going to Z-fight in the middle. Come on. Sound like they're meowing. They do a little bit, don't they? They do definitely sound like they're meowing. Want to see the baby? Okay, one sec. Let me just finish this little... Let me just finish this roof section, then I'll show you. Why is that not... I don't... What am I doing wrong here? Why is that not in the middle? Should be like there. That's better. That's the one. And then I should just be able to pick this because I've used the same piece everywhere. Oh, why is it dropped? Slightly too low, that one. That's it. Right, let me just get all that in a group then. Group that up. We got a few babies, Wes. So, where's Letter is a baby? That's a female. Bubbles. There's one. Fill your face. Fill your face with fish. They are very cute. So I'm assuming they all change colour as they get older. But because I've got it set so they never grow up, they won't. Chow down. Gave his side eye. Yeah, it did a little bit. His stink eye. She was like, "Can you not watch me while I'm eating? It's very distracting. Putting me off my fish here." For some reason this one's shorter. I did mess it up. What did I do? I must have moved that by itself at some point. So yeah, as I said, I'm pretty sure once we reduce some of this backstage area down so they can't traverse quite as much, we should see them move out front more, because they seem to spend a lot of their time back here at the moment. Do 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 do. Apply. Place that down. I've got everything set. I've got everything set on at the moment. Lines of service can stay on. I'm gonna have to at some point just do a really thorough sweep over this roof to get rid of all these little tiny imperfections and stuff, which we just really get on my nerves. Do 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 do. This is a bit I always like when you're building something. Just like keep adding stuff until it kind of looks legit. Definitely not very consistent though. What we could also have is some sort of like gutter system. So really that should actually be down there. Yeah, that's going to be a load of work though. Is it? It's not actually going to be that bad. This is one of those things, I'm like, this is one of those points which is I shouldn't be doing this. Like, just for getting things done, I shouldn't be doing this, but I kind of, this is the stuff I really enjoy. What's the chances that lines up with one of those? No, it does. Oh, it's not far off. That's potentially doable. Let's just see how this looks. Oh no, this is going to be a problem though, because I'm going to... No, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do what I was going to do was just get a bit of the roof and drag it away. Oh, maybe it's doable. Maybe it's doable. Can I do that? I should be able to do that all fairly easily. There'll probably be a few places I have to patch up. So I'll probably do a little bit of this on stream because this is going to be pretty tedious to do, and then most of it off stream. But so there'll be like a little... So this is obviously going to catch the water coming off of that pitched roof. Yeah, see that's what I meant, little bits where it's going to do stuff like that. So it's almost invisible. It's almost invisible that it's there. What if I made it a different colour? It shouldn't be visible from below either because I have the double... Because I have that double roof, the double ceiling. That's still messy as over there. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. I think that'll be cool. So then that'll come along. Man, that's completely the wrong place for what I want. I could actually use that as a little kind of reservoir thing. I want to get it over here. This is so unnecessary, Toves. This is so unnecessary. What are you doing? It's like a... What am I doing this to myself? I may or may not do this. I may or may not do this. I feel like I may end up doing it just because I feel like it'd be kind of cool. It is all about the detail. Because if I ran a sunken gutter all the way around the edge here, let's have a little look. The only problem I've got is it's all got to be It's all got to be right flush up against the edge. I don't know if I want to do it. Let's see what it looks like somewhere like that. So that's one option. But what I could actually do is have... Okay, what about this for an idea? I'm not probably going to stream for too much, guys, but let's just have a little look at this idea. So if that is running around the edge like that, it gives us a little overhang, which is kind of okay. So that will be running all the way around the edge of the building. And on the inside of that, wherever there isn't a gutter, a downpipe would be that. With obviously nothing behind it. So like that. Yeah, that probably needs to come out kind of like that. And then, so where it gets to a point where there's the downpipe, how do we handle that? Let's have a look. So that could just have a gap. I mean, it'd be nice to have like a little shaped gap, wouldn't it? But I don't think I'll be able to do that. Oh, I know what I could do. Yeah, this is probably doable. Let's push that back over. Let's push that back over. I'm probably making a mess of my roof here. Let's go back to set gutters. So if I had something like that there, trouble is, oh, there is a corner piece, isn't there? There is a corner. I was just about to say there's no corner piece, but there is. Of course there is. It's definitely getting a little bit laggy, this building. I can't for the life of me think why. Can someone do the morph time? I don't have enough time. I don't have enough. I don't think anyone's done one today, actually. I think maybe everyone's saving up. Hardly used any pieces. I know, right? Oh, I'm inefficient. Oh, that's a new one. Have we seen that one before? Maybe we have seen that one before. It's definitely not one of the rare ones. This is going down. No, it wants to come back, stay up there. It's this that needs to come up. That bit there is so much narrower, isn't it, unfortunately? So if we just we do that and we put a cap on the end of it. Like so. Yeah, I think that would look like a cool little detail. That I'm immediately regretting thinking of, but no, it'd be cool. It'll be good. It'll be a good little detail. Almost not possible to see that I've done it, but it's probably better off in the dark colour as well. So we'll run that all the way around the outer edge, and then I'll have to have it a similar sort of thing, a little channel running from the edges of the roof pieces. This chair is so uncomfortable. I'm so sick of it. Ugh, I need to get a new one. When I can actually get out into the world, I might get a new chair because it's so uncomfortable. Yeah, that's gonna look cool. I think it's gonna look cool. So it needs a loads of stuff. I think even stuff like that is gonna really help. It's gonna need some things like someone made a really awesome ladder. This, which is maybe gonna be a bit big for what I'm doing here. Let's see. It's probably made more for a massive building. Yeah, that's a bit crazy overkill, isn't it? That's too big. It's too big. That's more for like a big building. And I was thinking about whether I could adapt it or not. But the size of this is dictated by that curve. I mean, I could make a lot smaller version of it. Just wouldn't be able to have this curve. You can't make that curve any smaller because of the angles of those rod pieces. And I think I've actually got. I feel like I've got my own roof set somewhere. So these aren't mine. Oh, that is mine. Roof stairs. That's not going to be useful for this though. That's for if you're going up more than one level. So you've got a set of stairs in the, from one level to another. Obviously that bit's supposed to be hidden in the floor. And then I'll definitely use this HVAC set, which is all from the workshop. Yeah, I think stuff like that will help up here, and then probably some what are they called? What's my brain not getting? Solar panels. Solar panels. There's a few of these that have been made that are really good as well. That's pretty huge, but I think I can probably adapt that a bit so it's just kind of like that. Yeah, I think that would be cool. I think that would be. I don't feel like I need to make these things again when they're already made really well by people. Maybe I only need one. So yeah, that's starting to come together, isn't it? That's definitely starting to come together. Makes such a difference. Looks even better than the one you saved over. Yeah, it always does. That's always the way it goes. Second draft of something, right? Like, try and write an essay, you write it again the second time. It's always better. It is in my head anyway. And that will look cool. I think that will look nice little detail. And this is going to be a bit of a challenge to fix, but should be pretty good. I think all of the kind of guest facing bits, barring a few kind of little path areas and stuff, are pretty done. A couple of bits and pieces here. But yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Go back to Big Doves. Maximum Doves. So yeah, this will be episode 2 will be out tomorrow on this 7 PM UK time on the YouTube. And then it's been a big busy week, isn't it? A second stream of the day today. And then Saturday I'm streaming my Ark thing. I can't remember if you've said you're coming on that, Lindsay. I can't remember if you said you're coming on that. You're very welcome. Yes, we will do a raid. Once I've said my chuff at the end. So yeah, that's the Ark expedition thing for anyone who's interested, who's watching this after the fact. It's the for anyone that's a sub or a sub on here or a Patreon. Going to try and get a horse Saturday Arvo. Cool. If you don't manage to get one, I've got loads of spare ones. So I've got like 5 or 6 bred that you're welcome to use. Any of you are welcome to use. Yeah. All right. Let's have a little. See if we can find someone to raid. Oh, Mrs. T's up, so we'll definitely go there. I don't know when she started streaming, but I'm not even gonna. I'm just gonna. I'm not even gonna. Oh, I mispressed. I was pressed. I want to get. I like having it open, the stream open, so I have to do something first. Let's actually go over. I'm so slow at doing this, Mrs. T-Rex. Right. Okay, we'll go do that. Thank you very much for watching, peeps. Have a good one. Mrs. T-Rex knows everybody anyway, so catch you later. Have a good one.
Hey, Toes. How you doing, buddy? How was your stream? Welcome, everyone.